Hi, Mr.
Okay.
Paresh.
Hi.
Upper.
I have a lot of questions for you.
Yes, welcome, welcome.
Expected already.
This is a very interesting topic.
No, Arthur, you should write down first.
I used to go for
Hey, Arthur, you remember or not?
Yeah, I remember all in my mind.
Arthur, you remember or not the day when we met up?
Yeah.
When we met up, and then I was listening to one talk, one preview. This is Mr. Paresh lah. He's the one.
Okay,
He's the one
okay.
lah. So
Wonderful.
Mr. Paresh, please blame it on them. All right, I was listening to you, and then they pull me out.
So my first question is, Mr. Paresh.
Yes.
Yeah, Vaastu and FengShui, there's a lot of similarity and there's a lot of difference, right?
Yes, yes.
So, what are the common differences that you saw, and what are the common similarity that you come across?
Common similarities and common differences basically is in the approach. More is in the approach, how you are doing it.
If I'm looking to use Feng Shui and I try to use Vaastu at the same time, would there be a confusion at the same time?
No, not at all. I use both.
Oh.
I use both. I have studied both the subjects in total detail. From in my coming now, when I share my PPT, there you will come to know that 7 years already I had learned from another master all the Feng Shui things, and then now for the last 4 or 5 years I am learning, or I've done a lot of with JY also.
JY as well.
Yes, everything. Yes.
You see, one of the practice like using fish in the aquarium, Feng Shui is considered living creature, so there's movement.
Yes,
but in Vaastu, anything that is living, that you keep it, in a pond or
not necessary. It is
not
not necessary.
Not necessary.
But you can put it. Yes. See, basically, both is a game of what you can say is of 5 elements only. Basically, balancing, harmonizing the 5 elements.
Correct.
So like how we say in Feng Shui, very basic. If people are using, they may use products, but actually products are not used when you do the advanced level techniques.
Okay.
It's all about using the 5 elements, directions, and all that. Similarly, it's with Vaastu. People who are practicing at a very low level, just initial level, they may use products. But at higher levels, again, no products are used. It's all about energy.
In Vaastu, there's air and space, but in Feng Shui, there's no air and space.
It is metal and wood, basically. So the names have changed. That's all. It's the 5 elements. Only the way of understanding it is different. Rest everything is same.
I see.
The space is the metal, and the air is the wood.
I see. So for yantra, can we use it if we are not Hindu?
It's nothing to do with any religion. Any subject is nothing to do with any religion. Religion or community is what we have described. We have put it.
So where can we put our yantra? Is it in front of the door, or we can put it inside the house?
No, which yantra? Yantras mean there is lakhs and lakhs of yantras.
Okay.
What you specific, even if you just make any symbol, is a yantra basically.
I see. Okay. Afterward, I get the yantra and show you. I don't know what yantra is that. Maybe I show you on the picture.
Yeah. So basically, if it has energy, if it has some power, and if you use it, then it has some meaning. Otherwise, no.
Okay. I see some of the users, right, is actually using crystal. I heard that some very wealthy people, they actually bury a lot of crystal underground at 4 corners of their house. Is it a Vaastu practice?
No, it is not related with Vaastu. But what happens, like people who are into this field, also they are connected with other fields like crystal therapy and all other modalities. So that is where all these things come from.
So in Vaastu, what are the things that is actually buried?
In Vaastu, what generally is buried is again the 5 elements. So the metals of 5 elements or the gemstones of 5 elements, something like that is used initially, but not necessary one has to.
I see. I was
Then
told last time.
generally, when we make temples, that is where, the
Yes.
five elements mean the five precious metals, the gold, silver, then copper, something like that are used under, where the main deity comes. Even gemstones may be used or something to basically increase the energy, because they are the, substances coming from earth itself.
I see. All five elements involved, huh?
Yes, all the five elements. It's everywhere same fundamental of five elements. Same fundamental principle of production. Then what you can say, combating or something that we control and all that. Reducing, controlling that we use in Feng Shui, same thing.
I see. In the South India, I think Tirupati temple, every day there are people putting gold into their walls. Is there anything to do with Vaastu?
What they are putting?
Gold. People will come and offer gold. I
Gold,
think they are
gold.
they are one of the richest temple in the whole world.
Yeah. Nothing to do with Vastu, but it is the intention that, the more they give to this God, the more they get. That is the intention behind that.
Is it Lord Balaji is related to gold?
Yes, Balaji.
Is related to gold in any way?
No, not related to gold. It is that God, it has some powers, or the maybe actually what we have understood, it is the entire place where that entire temple is made. It has been calculated and it has been put on a spot where there is very powerful energies coming from below. That is one part. Second part is the entire structure is made in such a manner that structure itself produces harmonizing energies.
I see.
So the time you are there in that entire area, your personal energies just get enhanced. So people are of the opinion, since I put gold here, now I'm to get more gold or I will get more money. But actually it is the energy, the space is having it. So that same thing you can do it in your house, by energizing, harmonizing all negative energies. Automatically powerful positive energies you can charge.
I see.
And that is what, combining Vastu, Feng Shui, geopathic stress, everything you can achieve actually.
In any house?
Yeah, almost any house, yes.
I thought we need to choose the place with the right place first before we buy the house.
Everything is matter, no? Everything matters.
I see. There is, what I know, there was this Kailash, Mount Kailash, and a lot of temples in India is aligned on the same straight line.
Yes, because it has some energies, no? Traveling across that entire space.
So in the ancient time, how do people do that? Because it's so many hundreds and thousands of kilometers away.
Yeah, because they themselves, the energetically so powerful that they enter a space and they can read that space.
Oh, these are all the high.
Yeah, because they have built up their energy system in that body, in their own body.
I see.
And nowadays we do that same thing with the instrument called as lacquer antenna.
So in the ancient time, there's no instrument, just by using their own inner power.
Yeah, but then they have to, do 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. They give themselves their time, to develop their energy body.
I see. Do you, Mr. Paresh, also go into all this spiritual practice?
But I don't require, that is what I'm telling you. With the lacquer antenna instrument, you can do that same thing with just few months of practice. That is what we can do. Even you can do, or anyone.
Okay.
See, it is your body, any person's body, that is absorbing the energy that is surrounding, from the mobile towers or any type of radiations from earth or everywhere. Every person's body is absorbing. We are like a sponge. Okay. So the extension of you is that instrument where now you will put on particular wavelength and now scan each energy, positive or negative. And that is what previous people do, because that time no instruments were there. So they developed the energy body.
I see. With this coming 5G, is there anything on Vaastu or anything that can be done to
not
rectify?
particularly Vaastu, but the geopathic stress, electromagnetic radiation stuff, what I have learned, there we have all the solutions.
Or even for 5G?
Yes, already,
Wow.
yes.
Wonderful. I hope I don't ask too many questions. While waiting for them, I can ask. That's one more I want to know is the, what was it asking? Have you heard of Agnihotra?
Agnihotra.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is there any way that in Vaastu is explained on the benefit of this Agnihotra?
See, Agnihotra basically what it is, it is like to be done basically at the time of sunrise and sunset. So at that time, at that time in the zenith itself, there is some powerful energies. So if that exact time, if you do it just for 2 minutes, 3 minutes time period in your house, what you do is you energize that same energies in your house, and therefore you get that benefit. So it is that specific time that you have to do, then you get the benefit. So everyone can do that. Again, this has nothing to do with any religion, or only we can do nothing. It is with science basically. Any person can do that. And you don't need special, vessels also for that. You can just do it any vessel. You just have to light the fire and chant the 2 lines if you know that. And you can get that from the internet also.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Wonderful, Mr. Paresh. Appreciate for your explanation.
And immediately you do that for a few days continuously, you will find very positive energy in your space.
By lighting up for the Agnihotra, because there's a lot of incense, a lot of smoke involved, right?
No, you don't need to produce that smoke. The little fire just for 2-3 minutes, and then just let it stay till it goes off on its own. That is enough. You don't need to produce so much smoke or anything.
I see. Okay.
It is that 2-3 minutes time period is important at sunrise and sunset.
What is the significance of the rice used in the offering?
Rice is basically eating stuff that we have. Like we get energy by eating that. So when you offer that, it is like giving energy through that space, because it is something natural. So therefore cow's fat that we say ghee, that also has a lot of energy. And that when you put it on the cow dung, especially the pure cow dung, you mix all those things, then it has the power or the thing to produce oxygen level or increase the oxygen level in your atmosphere, and has an antibacterial, antifungal effects on the entire space where that is lighted. So all these things that are going on now, if everyone just does that, there will be nothing like these things happening. Automatically there will be healing happening.
I see. The cow dung must be from a Brahmin cow or any cow dung?
Yeah, proper cow, a Brahmin cow, not the English one. That doesn't work.
Okay, thanks.
Because it has to have the natural grass and all such things. If it has any non-veg items, then that doesn't work basically.
Okay, that's good. India have a lot of knowledge. I heard of Nadi. You heard of Nadi? Is actually in what? How different is it from other fortune telling and?
It is one more way of understanding any subject, just a new approach.
I see.
See, in Vedic or astrology also, there are so many different ways of putting it, and every person you can bring out your own way. If you keep on researching 5, 10 years, 15 years, you can make a new line of approach.
I see.
So that is what has been happening over many years. Even now research is happening, and people come out with their own new theory and all that. Then it is a test of time. If that continues continuously for 25 years, 50 years, and people find it, yes, if they approach in that manner, and if they are getting the result of forecasting and everything, then that becomes a subject again. And then 100 years down the line, that will be practice then again, that way.
So from your experience for Vaastu, is it more in India, or you can find it now everywhere all over the world?
Then everywhere, like FengShui, everywhere it is practice. Everywhere it is practice. In Australia it is practice, in Singapore, in Malaysia also, even in USA, everywhere.
Oh, so in India, some houses you need to have like Vaastu approved homes, before they buy.
That is, see, everywhere in FengShui also people say it has to be approved, then only if you go. So it's all about marketing.
I see. Okay.
But of course, if you have it done properly, energy is good through any means. That is what is required. No? That is what helps us.
Do you come down to Malaysia very often?
I had been in 2017 and 18, one full year, coming to learn from JY all his stuff.
Wow. Okay.
Now everything is online, so I'm learning online now.
Okay. You have come over to give some consultation as well to the local Malaysians?
No, not consultation. It was, the colleagues that we were learning, they wanted to know from me, the Indian stuff. So we had been to, like if you see my YouTube videos, I had been to one of the gardens in Malaysia early morning. And around 30, 40, all of us, we had gone there.
Okay,
And around 2-3 hours, we had done something.
Yes.